A big day tomorrow at our southern border as it reopens for vaccinated, non-essential travelers. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Price.
And I'm Kirsten Holmes. It's been a long wait. U.S.-Mexico port of entries have been closed for the last 19 months because of the pandemic.
But for those looking to cross tomorrow, there is a vaccination requirement. News 8's Dana Marie McNichol live now near the San Ysidro port of entry tonight with what travelers can expect at the border tomorrow. Good evening, Dana Marie.
Good evening. It is going to be an exciting day tomorrow for those who waited for the opportunity to see family. San Ysidro businesses welcoming new customers. I did speak with someone who actually crossed on foot just about 5 minutes ago. They said it took them 4 hours in line. Now, of course, this is right before non-essential travelers are welcomed in tonight at 12:01. So the Border Patrol and Customs said there are a couple of things people need to know, including longer wait times.
Travelers should be prepared to attest to their vaccination status and to present proof of vaccination to a CBP officer upon request.
Non-essential travelers with proper documentation from Mexico can cross the U.S. border ports of entry tomorrow. Border agents tell us everyone will need to verbally state their vaccination status.
We ask that you do not wait for the officer to ask you the question.
Not all travelers will be asked to show proof. CBP says this questioning will be done at random, so you should be ready with either a digital or a paper proof of vaccination.
Travelers are reminded to bring a Western Hemisphere Travel Initiative document, or a WITI document as is better known, such as a valid U.S. passport, a trusted traveler program card, or an enhanced driver's license when re-entering the country. U.S. citizens should also be prepared to present a WITI compliant document and any other documents requested by a CBP officer.
A negative COVID-19 test is not required to cross, but border agents are only accepting FDA-approved or World Health Organization authorized vaccines for emergency use on the CDC's website, which includes AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, and Sinovac.
These requirements do not apply to minors 17 and under.
Expect heavy travel and high wait times next week and into the holiday season.
At the San Ysidro port of entry, our traffic volume has risen close to pre-pandemic levels. We have reassigned officers to primary and secondary areas to assist in alleviating these traffic times.
Officers are asking non-essential travelers to cross at off-peak hours.
And people crossing for essential travel at this point does not need to show proof of vaccination, but come January of 2022 next year, all travelers from Mexico will need to show that proof of vaccination. Live at the San Ysidro port of entry, I'm Dana Marie McNichol. I'll send it back to you.
All right, a lot of important information there, Dana Marie. Thank you. Well, today in Santee, a celebration of life for the UPS driver who died tragically in last month's plane crash. People gathered at Santee Community Park to remember Steve Krueger, who for decades brought a smile to countless neighbors as he made his deliveries.
I just wanted to be of service. I knew that everybody was feeling at a loss. It was tragic what happened. Steve brought a lot of people together, unity and laughter. When I think of Steve, it's definitely a lot of laughter.
Krueger worked for UPS for around 30 years. Last month, his brother told News 8 that he was planning to retire sometime next year.
Sheriff's deputies in the North County need your help finding an elderly Fallbrook woman who's been missing since Wednesday. This is 83-year-old Elena Roy. She was last seen near Wood Creek Road early Wednesday afternoon wearing a white, light blue, and dark blue top with dark pants. Her husband says she has dementia and prefers to go by her maiden name, Lorea. If you think you have seen her, please call the Sheriff's Department or just call 911.
Well, leave your car at home. That was the message in Pacific Beach today, where a main road there was blocked off, open only to bicycles. Ciclos Diaz returned for its 10th year to celebrate getting outside and enjoying a bike ride. News 8's Allison Royal caught up with members of the San Diego County Bike Coalition to find out what has their wheels turning.
Garnet Avenue in Pacific Beach is always a party and rarely quiet.
3-year-olds to 80-year-olds. We've seen it all.
But it's a different kind of crowd on Sunday.
Because there's no car noise, right? And there's no traffic, and there's no congestion. And that's the first thing you notice is like the silence. Even though there's a lot of activity and a lot of music and fun.
That's right. No cars, but plenty of bicyclists rolling with it. 3 miles of open road for people with 2 legs or 4 to enjoy all afternoon.
We want more of this type of open space to use for people of all modes of mobility. So biking, walking, skating.
The idea is simple. How would you spend the day without a car?
I get out of the house sometimes, and riding a bike is just a fun way to do that.
The idea is to put your car keys away and just give this a try.
Just opening the streets. That's as simple as that. Making it so that the streets don't have cars on them. And then people are free to do what they will with that space afterwards. So if someone wants to go and set up a lemonade stand in front of their house, if they want to draw chalk, if they want to, make art, whatever it is, the streets are open for all people to use.
And bring the whole family.
I think it's really cool to see everyone, like a bunch of kids riding around, their parents riding around.
An open road of possibilities. Allison Royal, News 8.
All right, so it was a perfect day for a bike ride along the coast, but will the conditions stay around for the work week?
Let's check in with meteorologist Sean Stiles. Joins us now with the first look at your microclimate forecast. And Sean, would you be out there with a bike or rollerblades or what?
Not
are you
rollerblades.
like slow-mo? Are you out there doing the?
That guy is incredible. He's like, I mean, the stamina he has in his legs is fantastic. And if you don't know who Steve and I are talking about, all you have to do is go down to the boardwalk and you'll see this gentleman who rollerblades and he's just like in slow motion. It's incredible to watch. Today, temperatures below average, overnight low above average, if you can imagine that, 69 the high. The reason for that is the cloud cover, and as you can see, it was rolling on by. We gave way to, well, mostly clear skies along the coastline. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be equally as cool. In fact, we're going to cool down a little bit more each and every day here to start the work week off. Average this time of year would be 73, so 66 late night, early morning clouds giving way to partly sunny skies along the coastline. And then we'll slowly but surely start to warm up as we get into Wednesday. High pressure really pushes in very quickly on Wednesday because Wednesday morning we have a chance of some light sprinkles or drizzle depending on how you want to look at it. And for you folks inland, you'll also see the cooler temperatures, but come Wednesday, high pressure comes in and really starts to warm things up. Wait till you see how warm it gets Thursday and Friday.
I'm excited for Thursday and Friday.
We'll find out shortly. Thanks, Sean. Thousands of San Diegans dressed in pink packed Balboa Park this morning for the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. Now, this event used to be known as the Race for the Cure.
That's right. News 8 is a proud sponsor of the event. It supports breast cancer research. Now, last year's race was virtual because of the pandemic.
Organizers say this year, the race wasn't focused on how quickly you finished, but instead, something more important. News 8's Ariana Cohen explains.
More than 3,000 participants are walking in the More Than Pink Walk, and organizers say this year they are focusing on community and togetherness. Tell me why you're doing this walk.
Because I can, because I'm still here, and I'm a fighter, and cancer picked the wrong person.
Shelley Herndon is a breast cancer survivor. She is celebrating 3 years of being cancer-free.
I feel so relieved and so much off your shoulders, the weight is lifted off. You just want to scream from the rooftops.
She is not only walking to celebrate herself, but also honor her mother, who she lost to lymphoma. Hundreds of others are walking for loved ones as well.
I walk so that my daughter and my granddaughters and their kids after them hopefully will never have to experience losing a loved one to cancer. My mom was the most important person in my life, and losing her was something I will never get over. So I walk so that hopefully we'll find a cure one day.
More people in California will die from breast cancer, and that is simply unacceptable.
News 8's Carlene Chavis emceed the More Than Pink Walk, in which News 8 is a proud sponsor. The News 8 team also participated. Loyal viewers even got the chance to meet their favorite on-air talent at the News 8 tent.
Serving the greater good of our community.
Yes, with a little bit of Cup Joe, too. 1 in 8 women will still expect to be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime, and so we know that early detection is key to saving lives.
If she had gotten her regular checkups, we might still have her here today, but she's left this hole in our lives.
Shelley is hopeful this walk can spread awareness so other people can have the same outcome as her.
It's exhilarating and it's just celebrating life.
Organizers say they've raised more than $400,000, and this will go towards Susan G. Komen cancer research.